Сколько раз сюда ходил, было намного лучше, но и на этот раз как-то не удалось.
Что за направление?
Направление? Какое направление?
Что за направление музыки играет там?
What up everybody, Alfie here, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup, here with a quick review for Scream 5 or Scream 2022. Okay, let's do it once again. I don't know what happened to my mic, but yeah, let's do it. Let's do a review. Scream 5 is the newest installment to the franchise of Scream. I enjoyed the first Scream. I think the first Scream is it's a staple in pop culture. It's a slasher film overall. Still amazing that that first film came out 25 years ago. It's awesome. It's still awesome. And I think it still keeps up today. First film directed by Wes Craven, you know, the horror genius himself. This time around, it's not directed by him because he passed away. And I know that Kevin Williams is not writing this time around, but he was executive producer for this. The new directors are Tyler Gillett and Matt Bertolini-Opleen. Sorry if I butcher your last name, but those directors directed one of my new favorite horror films, Ready or Not. If you haven't seen it, it's actually really good. It actually feels like they are obvious to be directing this, especially because of Ready or Not being fun, horror, and being gory as hell. So yeah, great choice, man. Great pick for directors. The trio is back once again. David Arquette as Dewey, Courtney Cox as Gail, and Neve Campbell as Sydney. And what is the plot about? Well, the plot is about... okay, let's do it. It's 25 years after the first film in the calm city of Woodboro. Stuff started to happen after a bunch of killings is happening, and a new killer dressed as Ghostface is wreaking havoc in this town. Secrets about the city's deadly past is revived when the killer is setting his goal on a bunch of teenagers. So yeah, that is the plot of the film, and Scream 5 is actually a really enjoyable film that does what I wanted Ghostbusters Afterlife and Matrix Resurrection to do right when it comes to passing the baton and passing the torch, and that is making it genuine. It really feels like Tyler and Matt really loved the source material. This film had so many red signs and warning signs to me. I was never excited when I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, this is gonna be bad, because the fourth one was just, it wasn't good. It wasn't. It started interesting, but the third act was just a waste to me. It was just a waste. I still was excited, and I wanted to see the trio back once again. And yeah, this film really works well. It made me as an adult giggle and reminiscing of me being a kid in 96. When this film came out in 96, I was 7? Yeah, I was 7 when this film came out. 7 years old. And I remember my brother renting this film, and he was like, you want to see this? And I was like, oh, I want to see it. And I still have vivid memories of the first 15 minutes of Scream. It was so fun as a film, and it still has a staple in pop culture. So to see that this one, to me, did it right was just amazing. And I gotta say that this is my second favorite Scream film. I'm gonna say it like this. What I really enjoy with this film is obviously Ghostface. 'Ghostface is just awesome this time around. What I did not like with Ghostface is that he became a force of nature and the director one of my new favorite Scream films. I'm gonna say it like this. What I really enjoy with this film is obviously Ghostface. 'Ghostface is just awesome this time around. What I did not like with Ghostface in the sequel is that he became a force of nature and a little bit of a monster rather than human, dressed in a Ghostface clothing. And you know, it was a lot of stuff that was just happening to him that was just, to me, unbelievable. He has awesome traps, and he is just freaking awesome. He plays around with these victims, man, and when he kills them, it's kind of gory. And I just like his sadistic mind and how he just pretty much taunts with every victim. Another thing that I really enjoy is that Matt and Tyler pretty much is given the baton and are giving so much love to the source material. It really feels like these two people love the first film. It feels like a passion project rather than an obligation. This film, it has twists. I think it works. For most of it works well. Some twists didn't land that well, and it was a little bit of a head scratcher, but overall I think that it worked. It worked. To see that Sydney did not have that much to do was a little bit saddened. I was like, oh, I wanted her to do much this time around. She wasn't doing that much till I think in the middle of second act. Then she started to do more to the plot, but she worked well. She had an integral part to this film, but the first act, it was like they can just take her away, because she wasn't fulfilling anything. She wasn't doing anything that I think was sticking out. She was just there to be there. The first act, it starts a little bit slow because they have to introduce the new characters and also introduce our recurrent characters. But I think what they do right with the second act is that they pretty much split, the older characters. So they have their side plot and the newer characters had their side plot. And in the end, it pretty much sync with each other in a way that it works nice. I had a little bit skepticism to this film, but I enjoyed this film. I think the writing was great. I gotta give a kudos to James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick. Pretty much, they did a great job with the writing. I think the writing overall, it landed well. How is the meta humor this time around? I think the meta humor, it worked well. It had its advantage because, Scream overall always had, they pretty much always made fun of remakes and horror tropes and, reboots and stuff like that. And this time around they do it, but it was a little bit too much with the meta humor. It was just a little bit too much. Instead of being on the nose with it, it was like they had to be obvious, and it felt like they were dumbing down for the audience. I get it, they have to do it, but don't serve it too much. Serve a little bit. And this time around, the staff films are having more of our integral part to the film. And yeah, it's nice to see that the cast are doing more, especially the trios. David Arquette is having more to do as Dewey, and Gail, has so much more to do because they shine in this film. They are doing so much to do. What can I say? It's just fun to see a film like this working well. This is so much better when it comes to passing the torch and pretty much introducing a film like this for newer generation than Ghostbusters and Matrix. This is how you do it well. Fuck it. This is how you're doing great, okay? So, my rating of Scream 5 or Scream 2022, I'm gonna give this film 3.3 overall. I enjoyed this film. This is a fun slasher flick that pretty much is giving love to the older generation and the new generation. The meta humor, it doesn't work all the time, but it pretty much is doing its job. The jokes are great, the gore is great, the characters, especially our favorite trio, is good. The new characters, they were pretty much so-so, but they had the stuff to do till they got executed. The twists, some twists worked well, some twists was pretty much, obviously, it didn't work that well, to be honest, but it's fucking Scream. What do you expect? It's just fun that this film is being revived, and this is so much fun. So yeah, man, great job. This, like I said, this is my favorite after the first film. Anyways, man, what do you think about Scream 5? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Write your comments down below and let your boy know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the notification bell, so every time I upload a new video, you'll be the first to see it. My name is Alfie, aka Random Black Cat, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup, with my quick review for Scream 5 or Scream 2022. And that was my review. Until next time, guys, I'm giving you out there. Peace.